So I've been getting a ton of comments lately. How exactly can you get financing for a mobile home? Can you just buy the land first? Can you just buy the home? Or can you roll everything into one loan? The short answer is yes to all of it. You just gotta know who to go through and how it works. Now, the biggest name that you will hear when it comes to mobile home mortgages is a company called 21st Mortgage. They specialize in manufactured home lending, and they've been around for a very long time. A lot of buyers end up there because they're set up specifically for mobile homes, whether that's on land, in a park, or even replacing an old home. Now, I am not sponsored by them in any way. I'm just sharing what's commonly used out there on the market. But they are not your only option. In fact, you should always compare lenders because even a 1% difference in interest rate can cost you tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of the loan. You also have dealer financing. For example, some manufacturers like Clayton Homes, they offer financing through companies like Vanderbilt Mortgage. This can be convenient because everything is handled in one place, but it's still smart to shop around. Now let's break down the three main ways that people actually finance mobile homes. The first loan is called a chattel loan. This is when you're just financing the home by itself. Usually when it's going inside of a mobile home park or leased land, you're not buying the land, you're just buying the structure. These loans are more like personal property loans, similar to like a vehicle, so the interest rates are usually a little bit higher compared to traditional mortgages. The second home loan is the land and home package. This is the most traditional route. You buy the land and the home together, and it's all rolled into one mortgage. This is usually the best long-term option because you get a lower interest rate, longer terms, and you actually are building equity in real property. Third is when you already own the land, and you're either placing a new home on it or you're replacing an existing home. In this situation, your land can often be used as collateral for the loan. And depending on your equity and your credit, you may not even need a down payment. This is one of the most powerful options because you're turning land that you already own into leverage to finance the home. Now in 2026, most mobile home loan rates are typically between 6% and 10%. And it all depends on your credit, your down payment, the loan type. Strong credit and land home deals usually get the best rates, while chattel loans tend to be a little bit higher. Down payments can vary a lot too. Some programs go as low as 3 to 5%, but many buyers should expect anywhere between 5 to 20% depending on the situation. The most important thing I want you to take from this is simple. Never take the first financing option that a dealer gives you. Always compare at least 2 or 3 lenders because the structure of the loan matters just as much as the payment itself. Like I said earlier, even a small difference in that interest rate or the loan term can completely change what you pay over the next 20 to 30 years. So those are the 3 main options: chattel loans for park living, land home packages, and using existing land as leverage for a new replacement home. So now I'm actually going to walk you through how you can actually get approved for lending through one of these mortgage companies. So we're going to use 21st Mortgage as an example just because they're easy to go through, and like I said, a lot of people use them. So you don't need anything fancy, but you do need your documents in order, and this is where most people mess up. So if you're planning to apply, here's what you should have ready before you even start the application. You're going to want your basic ID, a driver's license or government ID, and your social security number. Then you also need your income documentations. That usually means recent pay stubs if you're employed, and sometimes W-2s or tax returns if they ask for them. If you're self-employed, expect to show tax returns for the last couple years. You'll also need bank statements, usually the last 2 months, so they can verify your cash flow and any money that you're using towards your down payment. And speaking of down payments, make sure you clearly show where that money is coming from. Lenders don't just want to see it, they want to understand it. Now on top of that, if you already have land, you're going to want information on it. That could include a deed, sometimes details about the utilities like septic, well, or power if it's already set up. If you're buying both the home and land together, you'll also want to have a purchase agreement from the dealer or the seller showing the full package price. And if you're putting a home in a mobile home park, you'll usually need a lease agreement from the park showing how much the lot rent is, approval for the home placement, and things like that. Now here's where this really matters. The people who get approved fastest aren't always the people with perfect credit. They're the people that show up organized. because lenders like 21st Mortgage, they're not trying to make this complicated. They just want a clear picture of your income, your debt, and the property situation that you're applying for. Once all this is in place, they can usually tell you pretty quickly what you qualify for. So it sounds pretty simple, right? And it really is. There's not a whole lot to it. So either you can do all this yourself, you can go on the website and you can fill out an application, try to get approved, get all your documents in order, or you can go down to the dealers. Most mobile home dealers, they will help you with all this financing process. Even with 21st Mortgage, a lot of them use them. Some of them have their own in-house financing, their own mortgage company that they own. Like I said before, Vanderbilt Mortgage Loan, they're owned by Clayton Homes. So they can actually work with you a lot easier if you have, harder credit situations. So sometimes it's easier to go through the dealer because they can work some magic, let's say. They can make things happen. But I will say this, before you even think about applying for a mobile home mortgage, make sure that you know exactly what you want. Make sure you know the square footage of the home that you want, the exact model even would be even better. Get a good picture, a good idea, a price range, know your budget, have everything in order. Look for the land if you don't already have it. Kind of get an idea of everything. Make sure that you're prepared. Let the dealer know exactly what you're looking for that fits your needs. You don't want to get something that you regret in the future. Now let me just say this real quick. Mobile home living is not for everybody, and I understand that. But for a lot of families, this isn't about chasing trends. It's about finding something that actually works financially and gives you some breathing room. These loans are really for people who want a more affordable way to own a home without sacrificing quality or comfort. You're still getting a really nice, modern home. A lot of them are so beautiful on the inside, but at a price point that makes sense for real working families. Instead of being stuck inside of an apartment or stretching yourself too thin with a traditional home mortgage, you get space, you get your own land, you have privacy, a place for your kids to actually play and grow up in. Because the reality is, in today's market, traditional built homes are priced out of reach for a lot of families. Mobile home living is one of the very few paths that are left to give people a real shot at home ownership. So I really hope that these videos are helping you guys out. Maybe you're in a situation where you just don't know where to start. You have lots of questions. Well, hopefully I give you guys some answers. Remember to check out our channel. We have a ton of mobile home tours, a lot of content. We have complete cost breakdowns. There's a lot of stuff on this channel, so make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.